6 geese are laying, will Kawasaki's goose finally lay the golden egg that is the 2020 J1 Championship? We have that for you and more on the J1 League Goal Zone. Round 29, and it doesn't get bigger than this. Top of the table clash at the Todoroki Stadium, where Kawasaki can be crowned champions with a win against second place Gamba. Plus, those all-important Champions League spots still up for contention. Kashima with their eye on one of those, and they played host to Kashiwa. This is what it all comes down to, the title decider in Kawasaki, as the leaders face off with Gamba in second place. Avoiding defeat would seal the championship for Frontale, while the visitors needed to win to keep their slim hopes alive for another week. Mark Richmond has your commentary.
Leandro pivots off the attack, staying there as a stem, and then running into the box now to get at the end of this. Oh, what a brilliant goal! What a brilliant goal from Leandro! And you could see he was just standing there as if not interested for a longest while, but the moment it came out to Noborizato, that's when he went sprinting in the box, and he was found by the fullback. Kawasaki Frontale hit the front with Leandro Damião's first goal in 8 games. What a goal this was. Patient, and look at Leandro now making that sprint. The moment he had that call, he was right there, and he got in behind Gen Shoji with the outstretched foot. No chance for Higashiguchi. His 13th of the season. Only Kobayashi and Mitoma have scored more than the Brazilian. Yanaga asking Leandro to run. Mitoma trying to sprint inside the box to help the Brazilian. He's surely going by himself and almost found the near post. Higashiguchi with a strong hand to put it out for a corner. Dynamic run from the number 9 after this lovely ball played into space. Mitoma was struggling to get inside. He looked up and he couldn't find Mitoma, so he went for goal himself and almost found the near post. Another brilliant delivery. It will count. Akihiro Yanaga with his 8th of the season and his most productive season in a Kawasaki Frontale jersey. And a minute before halftime, the crowd get their wish granted by an ex-Gamba Osaka player who ghosted in and fed on it because no one jumped with Leandro Damião clearly onside. And when you gamble, sometimes it just turns out perfectly at that position for Akihiro Yanaga. Shimoda trying to vault his way around it. Here is Mitoma. Kaoru Mitoma on another one of those dazzling runs. Sets it up nicely for Yanaga! Another assist for Kawasaki Frontale's top assister, Kaoru Mitoma. Finished off by Akihiro Yanaga. That's the captain of the squad, who's suspended for tonight. Shogo Taniguchi stands up to applaud as Kawasaki Frontale get 3 up. Once again, that surging run of Kaoru Mitoma bedazzles the defenders who were totally flummoxed, and they all went to the youngster and left the space open for Yanaga. Leandro Damião is really enjoying his football here. Leandro Damião! Great save by Higashiguchi. Went the right way. Needed a dink from the forward more than a blaster. The passing movement is intoxicating, and it's left them with a heavy hangover. Gamba Osaka. Akihiro Yanaga. Tanaka just ahead of him makes the move. Leandro Damião's gone inside. Tanaka decides to stun the goalkeeper with a shot on the run. And Higashiguchi was alert to that situation, but even he was shocked by the fact that the defensive midfielder just went pounding at goal the moment he got inside the penalty box. It's onside. It's Kaoru Mitoma. Yanaga in for his hat-trick. Yanaga! Hat-trick against a former club, set up by Kaoru Mitoma yet again. First hat-trick in his career. 4-0, Kawasaki Frontale. Just run. Kaoru Mitoma. The moment he sprang the offside trap, there was only going to be one result, and Yanaga knew the moment he got inside that the unselfish youngster was always going to provide, and that he did. Kazuma Watanabe trying to free himself away from Jessiel. Found no one inside the penalty box. Got to carve it out all by himself, and that's a lovely cross that almost found its way to Patrick. They've set it up for the pole driver, which narrowly goes over after a very good tip-up by the goalkeeper. Sung Ryong, who makes his first save of the night from Yajima. Hasn't made his first save yet. It was Tanaka who got in the way. Lovely ball played through, a chance for the goal, and it's put in by Manabu Saito. 5-0. 5-star Frontale. A true reflection of the football in 2020 that they played. Hatate, another one of those exciting youngsters, bore down on goal. Couldn't find the finishing touch, but the save from Higashiguchi only teed it up for Saito to score his first J-League goal since the 20th of July last year. The bellow of the referee's final whistle will lead to huge cheers. Is there going to be a consolation here for Patrick? Even then it doesn't go in, as Jung Sung Ryong looks forward to his 70th clean sheet for Kawasaki Frontale. His 62nd in the J-League, which takes him into the top 20. What a season they had. This is the 8th time in all competitions this year. 8th time that they've scored 5 goals or more in the J-League and J-League Cup, of which their season started in the J-League Cup with a 5-1 beating of Shimizu Espals. Along the way, 6 goals were scored against the likes of Consadole Sapporo and Vissel Kobe, also in the J-League Cup. 5 were pummeled against Cerezo Osaka and Shimizu Espals. 5 against Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and 5 tonight against the team that came into this game closest to them, Gamba Osaka. The J-League champions of 2020 have done it with 4 games to spare. Records tumbling and football flowing at its purest best. Never seen before football in Asia. The pass and move, the press, the youngsters that came out of it. And it was on full display here in a match where they only needed a point, but ended up with 5 goals and 3. A hat-trick for Akihiro Yanaga. Taneguchi comes down from the VIP stands to join in the celebrations. The final score at the Todoroki Stadium. Kawasaki Frontale 5, Gamba Osaka 0.
While the title has already been bagged by Kawasaki, the battle for Champions League football still hangs very much in the balance. The Antlers, steadily on the hunt, were just 3 points away and ready to pounce on any slip-ups. Kashiwa had more ground to make up, but were definitely still in with a shot. Glenn Mascarenhas with your commentary.
And that is disaster there. Reysol have got the first goal, and it's all thanks to Kengo Kitazume. But what a disastrous move. And you wouldn't want to be standing in that position. It's 1-0 Reysol. Let's get a view of that again. Cristiano taking the corner. Kitazume getting right behind it, and that slight deflection there. And it's straight into the goal. Straight off his arm, actually. So 1-0 Kashiwa Reysol. Oh, this could look dangerous. Cristiano behind it, but Yuya Oki with the save. Not a worry at all for Reysol. Lunga takes it away, moves it to Cristiano on the right flank. Cristiano back to Lunga. Well, the 2 Brazilian lads, can they fix the magic? Lunga gets to it in time, but what a save from Oki. And Lunga once again. This a misguided effort, an entirely misguided effort, but the first one just spot on there. Could have made it through, but good reflexes from the Antlers keeper, standing right there in the path. He knew there was going to be trouble when these 2 stepped up. Cristiano has Silva to contend with. Moves it quickly to Mihara. Mihara to Olunga. Olunga decides to take the shot, and Oki just palming that off. Not a worry. A very casual and delicate effort there from Michael Olunga. Here's Leo Silva. Silva getting it in. Lovely flick there. And that's gone in! That's gone in! And Alano, of course, appealing. What seems to be the worry. There isn't any. Oh, almost had that together, Kim Seung-gyu. So Alano will be a happy man. It's a 1-all, and Kashima Antlers are back in the game. Leo Silva setting that one through. We've got to get a view of what transpired there. Alano with that kick as a backup plan and just past Kim Seung-gyu's slippery hands. He did get a touch to that ball, but couldn't really hold on to it, and that's exactly what happened. That ball just spinning in. So Everaldo unable to convert, but Alano's done well. Great backup there from the Antlers midfielder, and it's 1-all. So game on back again. Here's Cristiano looking for Lunga. Isaka. Isaka wants a piece of the pie and can be dangerous on his day. Lovely pass coming there from Nakama. It's a decent enough assist for his skipper, but Isaka wasn't really in control of that shot. Lunga. He's finally got it through, and that was a supremely controlled shot with his left leg. Michael Ilunga making it 2-1, and Kashiwa Reysol have restored their lead. It's taken a good bit of time, but 74 minutes, and Ilunga takes his goal tally this year up to 25 goals. And this is his 26th game. Another one, and he could actually get 100% strike record. Well, had Inukai to deal with. Inukai unable to stop him. Found the gap there between the two defenders. Very much in control of that effort. And Yuya Oki finally beaten by the Reysol striker. 2-1, Kashiwa Reysol. Everaldo, not taking any credit away from Reysol, have actually played a really good game. Hirose, Shomadoi, Yasushi Endo, putting it past the away post. Golden opportunity there for one of the most seasoned midfielders of Kashima Antlers. And lovely assist from Yamamoto, picked him out so well. Everaldo closing in. But don't take anything away from Mihara, who will come to his team's rescue. Here's Cristiano. Cristiano! What a shot! That was an absolute delight from the Brazilian. It almost looked like he was going to get that through to Ilunga, but decides to go in for the kill, and it's now 3-1 Reysol, and it's looking rather dismal here for the Antlers. Fairly decent move there from Isaka to find Cristiano. Good bit of power behind that. Was entirely in the comfort zone when he took that, and too far for Yuya Oki to get an arm to it. Well, did die for it. Everaldo, and once again, what a narrow miss. It's past Kim Seung-gyu and past the away post, and Sho Ito would have provided some sort of a backup plan, but couldn't. This certainly hasn't been, well, the day of the Ibaraki Giants. Endo gets behind it here. Decent enough move from Hirose, but couldn't find his lads. Chasing it down as quickly as he can. Here's Kamiya. Yuta Kamiya. Oh, what a slick goal! What an unexpected goal there from Yuta Kamiya. Knocking that in. It's 4-1. Kashiwa Reysol have finally put their stamp on this game, and it's only getting worse for Kashima Antlers. Absolutely phenomenal goal. You wouldn't have expected Kamiya, who's just scored 2 this season. That's a third one to his bag. Got into the danger area, had Shomadoi right in front of him. That ball just gently curving in, beautifully done, just inside the away post, and 4-1. Endo taking the corner. And that's full time right here at the Kashima Soccer Stadium. What a game it has been. So full time, it's Kashima Antlers 1, Kashiwa Reysol 4 at the Kashima Soccer Stadium.
Staying in the Kanto region, we move from the top to the other end of the table. Shimizu lost their way once more with a big defeat away at Sapporo over the weekend. They paid a visit to play Yokohama this time, sitting 2 spots above them. Within the first 90 seconds, Shimizu had a shot on goal. Yuito Suzuki, though, dragging this one disappointingly wide. It was a vibrant early start. Only moments later at the other end of the field, Ryo Yasunaga with a left-footed effort. And the opening goal came within the first 5 minutes. Suzuki strong down the left-hand side, Shota Kaneko with an outstretched foot to make it 1-0 to the visitors. And seconds later, a Yokohama defensive error led to the second goal. Junior Dutra sending that one home with his left foot, and we're still inside the first 6 minutes. The action simply wouldn't cease. Here in the 9th minute, a header from Kazunari Ichimi, bringing about a good save from Takuo Okubo. 10 minutes before the break, Dutra had a chance to make it 3-0, but a good save from Yuta Minami. A bit of slack defending at the far post here allowed Katsuhiro Nakayama to have a chance, but his header wide of the upright. And that allowed Shimizu to go into the half-time break 3-0 up. Ryo Takeuchi unmarked outside the box, and a lot of work for Yokohama to do in the second period. And they would pull a goal back 10 minutes into the second half. Tatsuki Seiko with the drive, took a deflection and then in off the crossbar. Shimizu's luck with the woodwork wasn't quite as good though. Kaneko first of all smacking the crossbar and then Dutra hitting the far post. Yokohama's best chance to get right back into this game came in the 84th minute. Good long ball from Ichimi, but Yuki Kusano couldn't quite get his effort on target. 3-1 it finished. One champion crown, but still plenty of game left in Japan. More on the J1 League Goal Zone Show when we return. More goals coming up to fill your bucket. This is the J1 League Goal Zone Show, the best in Japan. Oita stopped the league leaders from seeing their 3rd title a few days ago and now see Cerezo arrive at the Showa Denko Dome. The visitors were winless in 4 and any further slip-ups would see their ACL aspirations go up in smoke. A big slice of good fortune about Cerezo's 10th minute goal, Hiroshi Kiyotake's shot taking a meaty deflection. A little bit of pinball in the 6-yard box almost presented Oita with an equaliser 5 minutes before the break. Slightly more purpose behind their effort here in the 68th minute, Tomoki Iwata blasting that one towards the goalkeeper who stood firm. And they came very close to an equaliser 9 minutes later. Yuya Takazawa with a glancing header, but a marvellous save from Kim Jin-hyun. 1-0 was good enough to secure the 3 points, but not before Riki Matsuda sent this cross in for Yuta Toyakawa to head just wide. Shonan's 3-game winning streak was broken at Nagoya over the weekend. Having difficulties keeping their rhythm for the full 90, Bellmare would be relieved that Sanfrecce's top scorer Leandro Pereira was missing from suspension. Shonan with a chance in the early moments, Tema Matsuda's shot punched away by the goalkeeper Keisuke Osako. But just 2 minutes later, a nicely lofted corner eventually found Takuya Okamoto to head Shonan's first goal of the game. Midway through the first half, a chance for Sanfrecce. Ryo Nagai's header straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And just before the break, Osako would deny Akimi Barada, meaning Shonan go into the break 1-0 up. And they came desperately close to going 2-0 up 4 minutes into the second half. Barada's free kick coming down off the crossbar and onto the goal line, but not over it. Sanfrecce's equaliser would come in the 66th minute. Douglas Vieira using the outside of his foot to supply Hayao Kawabe, and that's 1-1. A near-post corner would find Shonan's Shota Kobayashi, but his header into the hands of the keeper. Sanfrecce produced a very tidy move with 9 minutes remaining. Yuya Asano going close. And 4 minutes later, Douglas Vieira got his head to the ball, which Tani gathered. Good pace from Kawabe almost gave Sanfrecce the edge. His shot inches away from the far post. But just a minute later at the other end of the field, Hiroshi Ibusuki brought about a fine save from the goalkeeper. And in the 3rd minute of injury time, a chance for Sanfrecce to take the points. Kawabe's shot gathered though by Tani, 1-1 it finished. A visiting Vegalta Sendai called on the Ekimai Real Estate Stadium looking to overturn their previous round loss. Tosu had been on an impressive run of 7 unbeaten, and if they kept their efforts up, they could find themselves in the top half of the table when it all ends. 5 minutes in and a shot from Vegalta's Takuma Hamasake takes a deflection and it looks like it brushed the arm of the defender, but no free kick given. Just moments later, Daichi Hayashi slicing that effort wide. A wonderful 9th minute effort from Hayashi looked like it had opened the scoring, but his shoulders were just offside and this one was ruled out. Hayashi, having a wonderful first half, was inches away from getting that opening goal, cleared off the line by Vegalta's Yasuhiro Hiraoka. If anyone was deserving of a goal in this contest, it was certainly Hayashi, going close again here early in the second half. Just after the hour mark, Fuchi Honda's shot deflected into the air, and on the volley, Tomoya Koyamatsu skies it over the bar. And with 12 minutes left, very much against the run of play, Hamasaki's cross finds Shun Nagasawa, 1-0 to the visitors. Desperate attempts for Sagan Tosu to find a 90th minute equaliser. Ryonosuke Sagara's effort saved well by Jakub Sloik, and then the defender clears the follow-up off the line. Kawasaki Frontale finally crowned 2020 J1 champions after thrashing second place Gamba 5-0 to clinch their 3rd title. Cerezo picked up their 16th win of the season with a 1-0 win over Owita, and Shimizu bounced back with a huge victory away at Yokohama to make it 3 wins out of 4. Kashiwa successful on the road as well, an impressive 4-1 win over the Antlers, while Shonan and Sanfrecce played out a draw to share the points. Right at the top, Frontale can finally pop that champagne. With 4 games remaining, 75 points were enough, and they have made their run to the title look easy all season, amassing 24 wins and only 3 losses. Gamba still have plenty to play for with 2nd place and a spot in the Emperor's Cup still on the line. Nagoya are hot on their heels, just 3 points behind. Cerezo move into 4th and also keeping their Champions League chances very much alive. Big away wins from the bottom 2 teams, finally showing some positivity, but all just mere consolation as the season draws to a close with just a handful of games remaining. No relegation this season though, as the teams skate on through to the next year. But for now, we leave you with the 2020 champions. I'm Steve Dawson. Join me next time for the J1 League GOALZONE Show.
Playtime done. It's like I'm aces, they don't want none. And when I spit my bars, it's bare funny faces. Come like Zeus, come and I get bun. When I run up on sets, they run. You sound big like pun. Times of every MC's is long. Got a bus, so you might get stung. Heavyweight like haze, yeah, man, I weigh over a ton. Sometimes of every MC's is long. Micro-making, yeah, call me the sun. Got then I set like everything done. No more talking, argument done.